So we're looking at the product rule for exponents in this video, and I've written down exactly what the product rule states. It says if m and n are positive integers, and a is a real number, then a to the m power times a to the n power is equal to a times the m plus n power. Now, what does this mean exactly? Well, let's think about it. Let's say we look at a situation where, I don't know, we have maybe 2 to the 4th times 2 squared. Okay. When we look at this, the first thing we can do is we could look at both of these instances and say 2 to the 4th is 16. 2 squared is 4, so we're really looking at 16 times 4, which is 64. Okay. Now remember, exponents, this is repeated factorization, repeated multiplication. So we could say 2 to the 4th is the same thing as 2 times 2. We know this, 2 times 2. And we're looking at multiplying that. My 2 squared would be 2 times 2. So we look at this, we're really just doing 2 times 2 times 2 times 2 times 2 times 2. So we're looking at really 2 to the 6th. So the product rule for exponents just states, as long as we have the same base, we have to have the same base. This is very important. As long as we have the same base and we're multiplying these two terms together, 2 to the 4th being one, 2 squared being the other, all we need to do is add the exponents and keep the base the same. So we said 2 to the 4th times 2 squared. Well, that's the same as 2 to the 6th. Something like 3 to the 5th times 3 to the 12th. Well, that's 3 to the 17th power. So basically, the product rule is just stating that when we multiply exponential expressions that have the same base, all we need to do is add the exponents to simplify. Okay. So let's look at another. Let's do one more little problem here before we move on to the next video. Let's say we have negative 5 to the 7, okay, and we're going to multiply that by negative 5. Well, we know any number without an exponent, if you just have negative 5, that's the same as negative 5 to the first power. So we're looking at same base of negative 5, 7, and 1. We get negative 5 to the 8th. And since this is in parentheses, we're going to keep it in the parentheses. So remember, we got to have the same base. So something like a squared times b squared, we can't do anything with that. That is as simplified as we can make it. That's about all we can do. So in the next video, we'll be looking at the power rule from exponents. So have a good one there. Until next time. Bye.